Jake, Jeremy, now you've heard what Coach Taggart has to say about the game this afternoon. Talk about what you think are the keys that they need to focus on to get a win against the Ragin Cajuns today.
Well, wins have definitely not been able to come easy for the Hilltoppers here at home. It's been 3 years since their last home victory. This one's not going to be easy in the least bit. Now, my keys to the game, you have to limit mental mistakes. We saw it in 3 of the 4 games, costly turnovers, not leaving the huddle in time, too many men on the field, and there's potential drive crushers. Limit them, and you give your offense a chance to score in the red zone. Tunnel vision. WKU is about to play a team that is 6-1. That's right, they're already bowl bound. The Tops haven't won a game at home in what seems like forever, and it's homecoming. WKU's won 2 straight. The pieces of the puzzle are there, but it's all about not letting the little things affect them. Now, the last key I have here is play 60 minutes. It's been an issue all season long, but the Ragin Cajuns proved last week how crucial it really is to play all 60 minutes. ULL scored 17 unanswered points in the 4th. They went on to beat North Texas 30-10, all because of those fourth quarter points. Quarterback Blaine Goche threw 2 of his 4 touchdowns in the 4th. WKU secondary, well, they're really going to have to watch out for his number. Jeremy, what are your keys?
You're exactly right, and we have a lot of similar keys to games. A lot of Topper fans fear that 6-1 record, but WKU does these 3 things. I think they're going to emerge victorious, and starting like you, they got to take care of the ball. A huge part of WKU's 2-game winning streak has been protecting the rock. You know, having only turned it over 1 time in the past 2 games, it's been huge. Lafayette, big playmaking defense, taking 5 picks to the house this year. So WKU, K1 Jakes in particular, he's going to have to take on play really well today. And who's going to join the Playmakers Club? We all know the key.
The Playmakers Club.
Yeah, I know. I mean, who's going to make the play outside of Bobby Rainey? That's the key today. Look for Kadeem Jones, Jack Doyle, maybe freshman Bo Brand, Tyler Higbee. Somebody's got to step up and make a play. And my last key of the game, quarterback. You got to play quarterback contained. Blaine Goche, like we just talked about, one heck of a quarterback, 9th in the entire nation in pass efficiency. He can beat you through the air. He can beat you on the ground. He's one of the most versatile players the Tops are going to face all season. So Andrew Jackson, that linebacking core, they're going to have to play quarterback contained football.
Jake, who do you have today and why? Real quick.
Okay, I've got to take WKU in this game, and it's so hard to do it because they haven't won at home for so long. But you have to take the homecoming crowds on their side. There are so many people out here. I mean, they're all wanting to see a win. I think it's going to happen. Luck's on their side. Fate's on their side. The score for this game, I'm going to say it's going to be a high-scoring game just because ULL has scored so many points in 6 of their 7 games. I'll probably say 52-37.
52-37, man. Fans are going to love
we'll go
this
with that.
They're going to love this game.
Offensive showdown. Here we go.
Offensive shootout, man. Well, that'll be exciting for everybody involved, no matter who wins or loses that. But I'm going to go with Lafayette, and here's why. I don't want to spoil the homecoming crowd, but WKU hasn't won a home game in 3 years. Lafayette is the best start in the entire Sun Belt's history, and they're just hot. 5 pick sixes to the house. Their defense is 34th against the run. If you remember back to last year when the Tops beat the Ragin Cajuns 54-21, Bobby Rainey, he only had 52 yards rushing. And so it was Jakes and the defense that made the plays. They have a big run defense. They held Lance Dunbar from North Texas last week to 52 yards rushing, and he's just as good as Bobby Rainey. So I'm going to pick ULL on probably a special teams kicking blunder, a little kicking blunder probably from Jesse Roy. I'm going to say 28-27 Ragin Cajuns.
Lauren, what's your take on this game? What do you think the Tops are going to come out ahead, victorious? What do you think?
Well, I know that my bias is coming in, and I really want to see the Tops come in. I mean, being my senior year, have not seen a win at home since Murray State, my freshman year. My heart's taking me to the Tops, not so much the stats. So I'm going to say Tops 28-17 on a low-scoring game, because if it comes down to the kicking game, we're just not going to happen for us.
Yeah, let's talk about some key players in today's game. Obviously, K1 Jakes, he's got to protect the ball for the Tops. Bobby Rainey, Mr. Everything. Some other playmakers, Jack Doyle, but that wide receiving core, Jake, they really got to step up.
Jack Doyle is going to be huge for this game. If he can get one of the top cornerbacks from ULL to really guard him tight, the secondary is going to pull in, and it's going to leave some opportunities for WKU to go deep. Now, whether or not they take him up on those deep opportunities, that's going to be the question. I haven't seen it all season. I haven't seen the deep ball thrown all season.
And another thing that ULL does extremely well, they get to the quarterback. 22 sacks on the season. That's near the tops in the nation. So they get after the quarterback. They run a 3-4, so that gives you 4 linebackers. You can do a lot with your defense in those packages, and that's resulted in a lot of the big plays. Defensively, they're going to present a lot of problems today.
Now, this is going to be a really big game for WKU because this is really a statement game. You're playing the top team in the Sun Belt by far right now, ULL. if you can get a win against ULL, you really belong in the Sun Belt Conference, and that's what you're saying.
And really, if you think about it, this is the most significant game WKU has played since their FCS days when they were in the playoffs. They've won 2 in a row. They're playing the first place team in the Sun Belt. They were in 3rd. They have an opportunity to move up to 2nd place. And so in 3 in a row, first time since 2007, that would be huge.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny is when we asked Coach Taggart earlier if we were going to see any trick plays, he said he hoped not. So he hoped he wouldn't have to use them. But that's all the time we have on here, The Extra Point. Thanks for joining us for our game day edition.
Catch us on Thursday nights for the rest of the semester. But for now,
The extra point is up, and it's good.
Good.